Hello everyone, welcome to the stream for for the sprint race at the Belgian Grand Prix 2023. So the start of the race has been delayed by 7 minutes because of rain. So the situation is the teams were ready on slick tires, but it started raining, so the teams are now forced to change to drive with the tires. So the start has been delayed by 7 minutes, but just. And also teams were ready on slick tires, but because of the rain coming suddenly, the teams are now forced to start on the intermediate tires, so the start has been delayed by 7 minutes. So since the start is delayed, I will just run you through to the starting grid very quickly. So this is a sprint race, so it won't have any effect on the main race, but the starting grid for the sprint race is: Max Verstappen starts on pole position with Oscar Piastri in second. His career best starting position for Oscar Piastri, missing out on pole by 0.11 seconds. And then we have Carlos Sainz in third, Charles Leclerc fourth, Lando Norris fifth, and Pierre Gasly sixth. It's been very long since Pierre Gasly has had a good qualifying, but he's starting sixth. Lewis Hamilton starts seventh and was impeded by George Russell on his final flying lap. Sergio Perez is 8th, made it to Q3, but still will be disappointed with his starting position. Esteban Ocon is 9th, and George Russell is in 10th place. And then the bottom 10 of the grid will be Daniel Ricciardo missing out by just one place in the SQ3. Then we have the two Williams of Alex Albon and Logan Sargent, who will be the ones to watch out for in this condition, because the Williams is quick in a straight line, but they might struggle in wet weather conditions, so they will be very interesting to watch. Then we have two Aston Martins out of position in 14th with Lance Stroll and 15th with Fernando Alonso. Then the bottom 5 of the grid are Yuki Tsunoda, Valtteri Bottas, Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Guanyu and Nico Hülkenberg. So the qualifying or the sprint race, you say, will start in 5 minutes time. So guys, do share your thoughts in the live chat that who will win today's sprint race. Okay, so there has been a confirmation for the delayed start, so I think the start time at the moment is unconfirmed. We are waiting for an official confirmation from the FIA for the official start time, because 5 minutes before now it was super wet, super dry on the track, and then suddenly a big crowd came and it started pouring off. So we have wet weather conditions on the track at the moment. But the standouts in qualifying for me were Oscar Piastri P2. Also the Ferraris, they performed quite well, getting third and fourth. And also the other side, the biggest shock where the two Aston Martins being knocked out in SQ2. Fernando Alonso 15th and Lance Stroll 14th. And as you guys might know, SQ2 ended with a crash which involved Lance Stroll, who crashed at the corner with no name. It's just before Pone. There he just gambled for his slick tires in a bit wet conditions, and he just crashed. So still waiting for an official confirmation from the FIA for when the race will begin. So do share your suggestions or thoughts in the live chat, guys, that who are you supporting today. I think that mostly it will be Max will be winning, but still it will be interesting. Can Oscar Piastri get his first race win? It won't be a race win though, but still, can Oscar Piastri get a win in Formula 1 in just his 11th start? Or will it be Max Verstappen who just absolutely crushes the opposition to take the race win? Time will say that, but at the moment we are just waiting for the sprint to begin, because it's raining quite heavily at the moment, and the safety car is now out for inspection. So the safety car will inspect the conditions on the track, that whether or not it is safe for the drivers or not. Okay, so at the moment it's very very wet. I mean, it's anyone has poured a bucket on a dry track. It's very dry. And also on the team radio, the drivers have been saying that the next service hours will be in 2 to 3 minutes, so it will be interesting to see. Also now, who do you guys think will be winning today's sprint race? Will it be Max or Fernando? Can Fernando win? I mean, he won't win, but there are predictions. Yeah, we can predict anything. So I think the favorites. I will say it's obvious that Max is gonna win today's sprint race. So let's switch on to the race screen then. Still there has been no confirmation for the start time. We are waiting here. Thank you everyone for tuning in the live stream. If you are enjoying the stream, enjoying my attempt, please don't forget to like the stream. It really helps a lot, and it helps the video to reach a wider number of audience with the help of likes. And if you aren't liking it, then also you are free to press the dislike button. Just share your thoughts that are you liking it or not. Okay, so still there are no updates. It just says that the start has been delayed. I think that it might take 10 more minutes for the race to start, because it's raining quite heavily and it isn't safe to race in such conditions. So do share your thoughts in the live chat, guys. Who do you think will be winning today's race? Still, at least it's at least minimum 5 minutes until the qualifying session begins. Pierre Gasly is just chilling in his car and eating some kind of energy bar or something like that. So it's the FIA are waiting for all the rain to pass by, because it's quite a huge shower. So they are waiting until the shower passes by, and then they might begin the proceedings. So let's take a look at the current driver standings until there are any new updates. Or if you want to ask me anything, guys, you're free to ask in the live chat. I will definitely answer them. So let's run through the driver standings at the moment. Can anyone guess who is P1 in the driver standings at the moment? I think it's very hard to guess, but it's can you guess, anyone? Okay, so I will just say the person in P1 in driver standings is Logan Sargent. No, just joking. So Max Verstappen is P1 currently, 281 points, and then in P2 is Sergio Perez, who is 110 points behind his teammate. 110 points in half a season. It's a very, very commendable job from Max. He has been just unstoppable, race in, race out, race in, race out. And then in third position we have Fernando Alonso, who had quite a brilliant start of the season, but now he's just struggling to even make it to Q3. Then after Fernando Alonso, very closely we have Lewis Hamilton, just 6 points behind Fernando. Then in P5 we have George Russell, P6 is Carlos Sainz, and P7 is Charles Leclerc, and P8 surprisingly is Lando Norris. After such a poor start to the season for the McLaren team, their drivers are 8th and 11th in the driver standings. It just says that how good the recent races have been. Lando Norris 8th, Lance Stroll 9th, and Esteban Ocon is 10th. Driver number 31 has points 31. Then 11th is Oscar Piastri, 12th is Pierre Gasly. Very poor performance from him in this season. 13th is Alex Albon, 14th is Kevin Magnussen, 15th is Valtteri Bottas, 16th is Zhou Guanyu, 17th is Yuki Tsunoda, 18th is Kevin Magnussen, and 19, 20 and 21st drivers haven't scored the points are Logan Sargent, Nick De Vries and Daniel Ricciardo. Hi George, welcome to the stream, mate. Blimey, crikey, welcome to the stream, mate. And now let's have a look at the constructor standings, because still there are no updates for when the race will start. So let's have a quick look at the constructor standings. And it's a thing to note which is very interesting, that Red Bull lead the way with 452 points, but in P2 in the constructor standings we have Mercedes with 223 points. So if we have Max Verstappen alone and the whole of the Mercedes team combined, still Max Verstappen will easily win the constructor standings. So it's just a commendable job from Max. So Red Bull are 452 points, Mercedes have 223 points. So what's the difference? 229 points is the difference between the top two teams in the constructor standings. Then further 40 points behind is Aston Martin and then Ferrari and the fast running McLaren at the moment. McLaren are like 100 points behind Ferrari at the moment, but if they keep up their current form, then in 5 to 6 races they will just like easily fly past Ferrari. Then we have Alpine, Williams with 11 points and Haas with 11 points. Then the bottom two teams are Alfa Romeo 9 and Alfa Tauri with 2 points. So it's raining quite heavily at Spa at the moment, and reports say that George Russell and Lewis Hamilton are out of the car, and at least there will be at least a 10 minutes warning before the start of the sprint qualifying. So I think there might be more of a 15-20 minutes delay from now, and that's the beauty of the Spa. We might not even get the race. Remember the race from 2021? Like there we had no running at all for waiting like 5 to 6 hours. We had just like 3 laps, so that 50% points were awarded in the race, and it was like the first race where George Russell got a podium. So any suggestions, guys? What should we do now until the practice session starts? Should we just play a quiz like we did in the first session, or should we just like stay like this here, seeing this blank screen with the same track and no data, or should I just stay shut? It's your choice. Or should I just like mimic some drivers? Okay, so on the Ferrari radio, the engineer said that I will just mimic him. The engineer said to Charles, "This rain will stop in 5 minutes, then we have a gap of an hour with no rain." So it's like in 5 minutes the rain will stop and we should have raceable conditions, because at the moment it's like no chance at all that the race goes underway, and it shouldn't go underway as well considering the safety conditions. So let's wait for any official confirmation from the FIA. I think at least 20 to 25 minutes until the practice session begins. Okay, so I think I will just mimic some drivers. I'm not the best at the mimicry, but I just like doing it for fun, and I think my best mimicry will be Ferrari's mimicry. So should I start? Oh, holy, just now the track, it was just raining like crazy 1 minute ago, and now the sunshine is so bright that it's even hard for the drivers to open their eyes. What a weather it is. The weather is just like Great Britain, isn't it? Okay, so I will just say something in their Ferrari voice. So I will say that currently it's raining at the track, and it's raining quite heavily, but at some parts of the track there is a lot of sunlight. So currently the FIA are confused that how should the session go underway. So we have a delayed start, and at least there are 20 minutes until the session starts. Question. Okay, that was Ferrari mimicry. Now let's do Sergio Perez. I mean, I can't do Sergio Perez at all, but I know this Sergio Perez like so okay. Yes, so it's the start of the race has been delayed and because of the delay start, the start delayed because of rain. So we will try our best to beat Max. I'm full of confidence. The team are with me now. I can easily beat Max, and this just shows that who he really is. I have the backing of the team. I have the confidence of the team. Max, I'm coming now to beat you. So that was Checo. Oh, the rain has stopped at the track now. Rain has stopped. Now, thanks Ajinkya. It's like it's not perfect. I just like do it for fun because I just like this. And what else can I do? I can do just this too. About Carlos. I don't think I do Carlos properly, but let me try. It won't be good at all. It'll be like the worst Carlos Sainz impression in the world, but let me try. Okay, so we are starting P14 in no. No, I'm unable to do it. I am a smooth operator. It's similar to Perez. Okay, no, leave Carlos. Ferrari and Perez are good. So currently the rain has been stopped and we have a delayed start. There is like no official confirmation for the official start time. I can just do ay for Carlos and impression. And what else can we do? That's it. Let me try Toto Wolff. Toto Wolff's like, mine, George, you just impeded Lewis in qualifying. That wasn't a good behavior from you, George. You costed Lewis a potential pole position. George, I will see you. You're gonna die. It was not good, I know it. It was a try, and we are just here to have fun. Racing is serious, but when there is no racing, we are here to do fun, aren't we? Now let me try another impression from George Douglas. Blimey, crikey, gibbous. It's very bad, I know. Connor Moore really does good F1 impressions. I just like his videos a lot. Anyways, the rain has stopped on the track at the moment, so the FIA might just confirm the start of the race very soon. The crowd is just like umbrella, no umbrella. The weather is just very unpredictable here around Spa. Still waiting for any official confirmation. It's like scorching bright now. It's a so huge amount of sunshine. Okay. So the confirmation from the center is formation lap starts in 14 minutes time. The formation lap will begin in 14 minutes time. And the drivers are starting, as I can see, the drivers are starting on full wet tires. And so Ferrari will say to Charles, Ferrari radio, okay Charles, so the race will start in 14 minutes. The race will start in 14 minutes. Should we go on soft tires, or should we go on hard tires, or should we go on medium tires? And Charles sitting like, what? Soft or medium? And then Charles says, we should go on the wet tires. Ferrari, okay, we are checking. So that was the Ferrari impression to the peak. Okay, I don't think many of you might have liked it, but it's like fun to do this kind of impressions or copy or whatever you say it. So thank you very much everyone for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It will be a great help. Currently we are on just 8 likes, so if you haven't, let's get to 10 likes as soon as possible. It really motivates me a lot. And also don't forget to subscribe as well, because I'm sure that you won't regret subscribing, because there are race predictions, qualifying predictions, race results, practice results, qualifying results, driver standings, constructor standings, standings predictions, and many more videos, and also live streams. So these are like 10 things which I am just counted my fingers on the channel regularly every week. So please don't forget to press that red subscribe button and make it grey as soon as possible. Still 10 minutes for the session to begin. We are here for the live stream of sprint at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for round 12 of the Formula 1 2023 season. The summary of the season I will give you guys the summary of the season in 3 seconds. Okay, it slides out and away we go, and Max Verstappen crushes the opposition and wins. That's it. Nothing has happened in this season. Max Verstappen starts the race, leads every lap, gets pole position, gets fastest lap, and wins the race. And at the end says, very lovely that, comes to the next race, does the same thing. Okay, 10 minutes for the session to begin. Who do you guys think will be winning the session? Do share your thoughts in the live chat. Okay, so it's like a very obvious thing that Max is going to win, but still. Okay, so let's talk about qualifying again. So what happened in qualifying was Q1 was wet weather conditions, so there was like no driving at all, and the known fire, like it was obvious the fire drivers would be eliminated are, it was Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Bottas, Joe and Sonoda. Then in Q2 we had like intermediate conditions as well, but Lance Stroll just gambled of going on slick tires and he just crashed, and which just brought the end of Q2 a bit early, and Fernando Alonso was knocked out because of it. So the drivers knocked out in SQ2 were Ricardo, Albon, Sargent, Stroll and Alonso. And then for the top 10 shootout we had dry tires, and it was Max Verstappen who got pole along with Oscar Piastri. But Max is on pole, but it wasn't as clear as he was this whole weekend. This whole weekend Max Verstappen has like a second or a half second clearer than the rest of the field, but it was just like 11 thousandths of a second from pole position. It was Oscar Piastri in second. Good performance from the McLarens, good performance from McLaren and Ferrari as well. McLaren are second and fifth, and Ferrari are third and fourth. Verstappen win, yes, it's the most likely outcome for the race unless there are like any crashes or something like that. And then it was like good showing for Alpine because they are like 12th and 15th for tomorrow's race, but they are 6th and 9th for today. Then a disappointing performance for Mercedes. So what happened was, after first runs, yes, instant start for Piastri, but even if Piastri gets an instant start, Max will just like yeet him up down the Kimmel straight and retake the lead before the end of the first sector. That's how quick Max is. So what happened with Mercedes is, after the end of first runs, Lewis Hamilton was in provisional pole position. So the drivers and teams had like very less time to start their final run. So George and Lewis like started very much close to each other, and George was leading Lewis, and in the first corner George is like locked up and went straight on and was like coming back on the track and didn't yield, and Lewis was on a good flying lap. So Eau Rouge and down Camel straight, Lewis was like coming George behind George, and George just like didn't move, and it was like Lewis was impeded, we can say. So that's why Lewis is starting 7th and George is starting 10th. If Lewis wouldn't have been impeded, I think that Lewis probably would have got a top 2, top 3. So the news from the center, formation lap will be started behind the safety car on wet weather tires. So there won't be any rolling start. I don't know, they haven't said anything about the start, but they have said that the formation lap will be starting behind the safety car on the wet weather tires as well. So it would be interesting to see, because the weather says that it won't be raining for the rest of the session now. So definitely we will be able to see some pit stops now. So this just makes this sprint very interesting. If you pit on the proper lap, you are in the prime spot, and if you just stop a lap or two later, then you are just like bottle up. So this is like the third sprint of this year. First sprint was in Baku, which was won by Sergio Perez. I think the sprint was sprint was won by Checo as well. Then the second sprint was at Austria, I guess. Yes, and it was won by Max. And today is the third sprint. So can Max make it hat-trick of sprint wins? Do share your thoughts in the live chat. Okay, so the race should start in 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes time I will say, and the formation lap will be behind the safety car. There has been delay of almost half an hour for this session. All the drivers are mandated to start on the wet weather tires. So we are like current on 9 likes, guys. Let's reach 10 likes as soon as possible. This is my first time doing this type of commentary, so by the looks of it you might know that I am not a professional in this type of videos, but I am trying to improve, because like I make videos from, I have been making videos since 3 years, but it wasn't as fun as this live stream is, because in videos I can't interact with you guys face to face, but now I'm like able to just talk to you. And though there haven't been much chat till now, but however how much chats there have been, they have been all very enjoyable. So I hope for all your support throughout my journey, and maybe till Abu Dhabi I can get much better than this, and maybe I laugh on myself seeing this live stream. Oh, how crap of a commentator I was. Anyways, now I think the blankets from the cars have been removed, and as some of you might not know that according to the new rules from the FIA, tire blankets have been banned for wet weather tires. So the teams can use tire blankets for dry tire, but for the wet tire, for the wet weather tire, the tire blankets have been banned. Yes, man, it's very hard to comment it. And also for the sprint race, and it's not much hard for sprint race and main race and qualifying, but it's very hard to comment it on the practice because there's like nothing happening in practice, and what can we comment it? And also there's like a very less live chat at the moment, so I'm just like sitting here like that, seeing the practice, speaking something in between, like there's nothing much to do in the practice. But qualifying was very fun to commentate. The sprint will be even more fun, and I'm sure that the race will be even more. So be sure to tune in for tomorrow's stream of the race as well. I'll definitely try to improve on my commentary. So, and you guys do share in the live chat that what aspects of my commentary should I improve? What should I improve? You just say me. There are 4 minutes and 30 seconds for the start of the formation lap, and the formation lap will be behind the safety car. The formation lap will be behind the safety car. Oscar Piastri, as you might know, is starting on the front row. The career best finish for Oscar Piastri till now has been a 4th position, which was at Silverstone. So can he better it in today's race? What do you guys think? Can Oscar Piastri get a podium? It won't be a true real podium, but still finishing in the top 3 will be a good job. So we have start formation lap behind the safety car. Safety car on wet weather tires. Okay, so 3 minutes and 40 seconds for the formation lap to start. It will be very exciting to see that can Oscar Piastri, if Oscar Piastri gets a good start, will he overtake Max Verstappen and take the lead down to turn 1, or will he be like satisfied with his place and try to maximize his result from P2? What do you guys think? Do let me know in the live chat. There are like only 5 people tuning in at the moment. Sorry for boring you guys. Trying my best to make the streams as interesting as possible. Okay, so the current condition on the track is that the rain has completely stopped, and there is no prediction for the rain for the next hour or so. Okay, am I audible? Yeah, I'm I thought I'm inaudible. So the weather conditions are rain has stopped, and for the next hour or so there are like no predictions for rain to come, but it's like Spa, any moment the rain can come. So interesting to see what happens during the race. But if it doesn't rain, it will be like very exciting to see, because the race will be like, it's a sprint race, so of a 15 or 14 laps maybe. So in those laps, I'm sure that in 4 to 5 laps the track will dry up very quickly, and as the track dries up, the wet tires will like overheat a lot, so the drivers will need to pit for the intermediate tires, and if it's like quite a lot of sunshine, then they might even need to pit for the dry tires. So this sprint is definitely going to be exciting, so stay tuned in as the sprint begins in 2 minutes time. And the sprint will start on the wet weather tires. It's mandatory for all the drivers to start on the wet tire and behind the safety car. All the drivers are like ready in the car, sitting for the signal from the FIA. It's like a silence before the battle. So, and I think the moment when the drivers get the visors down, it's like so cool to see. It's like getting ready to go into a battle. Anyways, we have 1 minute and 10 seconds for the formation lap to begin, and it will be very interesting downturn, even though it's a safety car start. But when the safety car peels in, as there will be like no grip at all in turn 1. So can we see a huge pile up into turn 1, or will all drivers get cleanly to the tournament. It's La Source, I think tournament is called La Source. Yes, I think it's La Source. So will all the drivers get cleanly through La Source and most importantly Eau Rouge without any casualties or incidents? What do you guys think? 40 seconds. 40 seconds for the formation lap to begin. Formation lap behind the safety car. Safety car is now standing in front of the queue. Alright, so and also it will be interesting to see that the safety car doesn't stay out for a lot of time, because if the safety car stays out for a lot of time, then they're like very less laps because it's a sprint race, and if safety car stays for a lot of time, then those laps will be lost. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Formation lap is underway. Okay, mate, the formation lap has started. Yogesh. Formation lap is underway. Safety car is leading the pack. Max Verstappen leads the way. Oscar Piastri is alongside him. It's the formation lap for the sprint. Okay, so like there's only an hour to get the sprint completed. If the sprint doesn't get completed in an hour, so that's it. 1 hour until the sprint will be completed. Just a second, guys. Okay, sorry for the interruption. So the safety formation lap is underway at the moment. It would be interesting to see the drivers' feedback on this type of conditions. What do the drivers think? Is it drivable? Are they able to see behind the spray of another car? Let's see. Okay, so there are 15 laps in the sprint. Formation lap is underway. The track really looks very dry at the moment. Very wet, sorry. Okay, so does the safety car peel in at the end of this lap, or does it stay like this? Let's see. From the visor cam of Lewis Hamilton, it just looks very treacherous at the moment. Let's see. The formation lap is underway at the moment. Does the safety car peel in or does it stay out? I think it will stay out and the lap counter will start. Okay, so let's see. The safe formation lap is underway at the moment. Max Verstappen is at the front of the pack and Bert Mylander in his safety car leads them all. So does the safety car peel in? Let me check. No, safety car isn't in yet. Safety car stays out. So the lap 1 begins. Lap 1 is underway. And I think that maybe at the end of this lap, the safety car might come in because it's very wet at the moment. So lap 1 of 15 of the sprint is underway. And we have the safety car leading. Oh wow, that's so interesting. Sorry about that. It was not good at all. I'm fine. The conditions are like quite wet, but they are not so wet that it's like unraceable. And also, as that we had like the conditions in 2021 Spa Grand Prix, it was very wet that day. So that's why the Grand Prix didn't take underway. Alright, it says this it's formation lap right now at the moment. So has the lap counter started or not? It will be interesting to see. Okay, George is saying it's definitely intense. I don't think it's intermediate conditions. Maybe George Russell might have a bit less of a sweat today. That's why seeing less water. Okay, so the race is underway, but still we are on a formation lap condition because of the standing water on the track and visibility, poor visibility as well because of the spray. So it would be interesting to see if the safety car fails in at the end of this lap. From the visor cam of Lewis Hamilton, it just looks very wet, and we should just like give a word of praise to these drivers. How are they able to drive? It's blinding. Can't even see from it. So let's see if the safety car fails in at the end of this lap, because I think the track lap counters will start because the teams won't be filled for 17 laps, I think. Okay, so on Verstappen's radio, GP has said that there is a plan for 4 laps behind the safety car. 4 laps, 4 laps behind the safety car, and after the 4 laps, it will be a rolling start. 4 laps. Okay, so it's confirmed from the FIA. 4 laps behind the safety car, and then a rolling start. 4 laps behind the safety car. So, what I don't understand is it like 4 laps as a formation lap and 15 laps racing, or 4 laps as a lap and 11 laps racing? Waiting for confirmation from the FIA that what is it, but currently it will be like 4 laps behind the safety car. So before the race begins, if you guys haven't still liked the stream, don't forget to like it, and if you don't like it, then be free to press the dislike button as well, because this like or dislike just helps the video to reach a wider number of audience. And also, if you haven't subscribed, press that red subscribe button very soon, please. It will be a great help. Okay, sure. So Joe disappointing me. I was thinking, yes. I also thought that Joe might be performing very well in today's race, as he had like quite a decent qualifying in Hungary. Yes, mate. 10 points in the whole career is like quite a very less amount. So there are 3 more. That will be 3 more laps behind the safety car, and I think there will be 11 laps of racing, because the teams and drivers might not be fueled for so much laps. Okay, it's like very bright at the moment, so the water might dry up very soon as well, and these Formula 1 tires are like very brilliant in moving away water from the racing line. So the more the laps they do, the more the water is just thrown aside from the racing line. We are still behind the safety car, and 3 more laps. So do you guys think, can Max Verstappen be stopped because of the weather conditions, or if we just like run away from the rest of the grid and win like 20 seconds in just 10 laps? Do share your thoughts in the live chat. The clouds are like white clouds on the track at the moment, so I don't think it will rain for at least 40 minutes as per the weather condition. Okay, so it hasn't been confirmed yet, but mostly it's confirmed that it will be a rolling start. No rain expected for the next 20 minutes, say the weather forecast at the Red Bull team. Okay, so I will say that in this set of the conditions, the most easy to drive will be for Max Verstappen, because he's just like leading the whole of the pack, so there's like no spray he has to face. So we are still behind the safety car, just moving on walking pace. But guys, that we think that why is the safety car going slow, but when we look it on board from the safety car, it's like the Burt Myland is just giving it his full attempt, because the Formula 1 cars are so quick that it even makes the safety car look slow. But safety car isn't driving slow, and also the safety car driver Burt Myland is obliged to stay to a particular delta, that he can't drive much faster or slower than that in the particular sections of the track. Thank you very much everyone for tuning in, all the 20 people, it really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So 2 laps done, 2 laps left behind the safety car. Okay, so from the FIA, it's like one formation lap behind the safety car, and the rest 3 laps are racing laps. So we will have a 12 lap sprint race. So the sprint race is like even more short, and short sprint we can say it. So still behind the safety car, I think it's like 1 lap or 2 lap, I'm not sure. Let's see what it is. But I think that the race should begin now because it isn't very much wet at the moment. But okay, so Max is saying on the radio that it's drying quickly, and he will. It's like inter conditions at the moment. No, no, Yogesh. According to the FIA, it will be a rolling start. No standing start at the moment. Because, and also I think that standing start won't be a good option as well at the moment, because going down to turn 1, the drivers will be squabbling for positions. There will be like a lot of there can be huge pile up. So what do you guys think? The track is getting dry very quickly according to drivers. So should they box for inter tires, or should they stay on the wet tire for the whole of the race? Okay. So there has been one more additional lap behind the safety car, one more additional lap behind the safety car. So it's just like getting very boring now, I will say, because these laps are just reducing the racing laps that we are going to experience. So, and like at the moment there is no movement in the pit lane for drivers boxing for intermediate tires, but I think that inter tires will be coming very soon. And it's like almost 2.5-3 minutes lap at the moment behind the safety car, and the drivers might be going 2-minute laps. So let's see. But this is our attempt to reduce the spray, because the water is not a big issue at the moment, but the spray that is created because of those standing water is a like very big issue for the drivers behind. Thank you very much for all the 30 people for tuning in the stream. It really means a lot. So there will be an additional lap behind the safety car, says the FIA. So I think it will be a very interesting gamble for any driver to pit on the intermediate tires, because if they pit now, they will like be able to catch up to the safety car again. It will be very treacherous for 3 or 4 laps, but as it dries up, I would say it will be a risk worth taking. Let's see. But it's not a good decision for the front running team. Hi Enlightened, welcome to the stream. I remember you from yesterday. So at the moment the FIA say that it's not suitable condition for racing. So like I think right now 4 laps have been reduced, and we will have an 11 lap race. Okay, I am watching the race in India on F1 TV. First it used to be broadcasted on Hotstar, but now Formula 1 broadcast in India on F1 TV. So we are still behind the safety car, following the safety car. Max Verstappen leads the pack, Oscar Piastri is second, Carlos Sainz is third. Let's hope that the safety car comes in at the end of this lap and we have some good amount of racing. But the main aim of the safety car is to clear all the standing water that's right now on the track. I think the water should dry up very quickly as well, because the sun is right now out and no chance of rain for the next 20 minutes. So if it starts right now, it will be very interesting to see. Okay, so confirmation from the FIA, safety car will enter the pits and it will be a rolling start. So safety car will go into the pits and it will be a rolling start. Very interesting. So that just takes away the perspective of Landon Oscar Piastri jumping Max Verstappen. So guys, Max Verstappen is winning. Yes, and it's just confirmed that Max Verstappen is winning. Thank you very much for all the people for tuning into the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It will be a great help and it will be a great motivation as well. So currently we are behind the safety car because of the standing water, in an attempt to clear the standing water. But now at the end of this lap, safety car will be in the pits. And we will have a rolling start. So the safety car on my stream, on the device which I am watching, is currently going to Pwan, and definitely Pwan will not be wet. Pwan will not be flat out in this type of conditions. Not will be Eau Rouge. But it will be interesting to see that how do these drivers tackle Eau Rouge in these wet weather conditions, because It will be very risky. Behind the safety car, taking Orange is a different thing, and taking Orange in the racing condition is a different thing. So let's see. So the safety car will be entering the pits at the end of this lap. One of the hardest track, yes, I will say it's an easy track to overtake, but you need to take risk to be able to overtake. Thank you very much for the support, Enlightened. It means a lot. Okay, so Max Verstappen is just now backing up the pack as we prepare for the safety car to enter the pits. Thank you very much. It will be interesting to see what happens. Okay, so the Red Bull mechanics are looking ready with their inter tires. What's going to happen? It will be interesting to see if anyone pits. Okay, so Bird Mylander is in the pits now. Safety car in the pits. We are preparing for the race restart. Max Verstappen backing up the pack. All the teams ready with the inter tires. So Max Verstappen goes underway down to Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane. Let's hope that there isn't any carnage. Max Verstappen to Blanchimont. Brakes now, and there's a lot of spray. The visibility is very poor, I would say. Max Verstappen to Blanchimont, and the racing is underway. And some of them are driving the pits. What? Lewis Hamilton is in the pits. Sergio Perez in the pits. Interesting cause. Oscar Piastri is in the pits. It's a quite risky decision, I will say. Let's see what happens. Anyways, Max Verstappen is underway, leading the pack. Okay, so they are on inter tires. Teams pit for inter tires. There's chaos in the pit lane. Unsafe releases everywhere. That's interesting to see. Who gains it and who loses it. Half of the grid is like on wet weather tires and half of the grid is on the intermediate tires. Is this a gamble worth taking, or is it a stupid decision? The time will say. Currently, Max Verstappen leads the pack with Charles Leclerc in second, Lando Norris third, Esteban Ocon fourth, and George Russell fifth. We have a 11 lap sprint on our hand. I think it's like quite wet at the moment to pit for intermediate tires. Let's see what happens. So is the pit intermediate. So lead intermediate runner is Oscar Piastri. Okay, so let's see what happens. Max Verstappen leads the way. And Logie Sarge is 6th. Interesting to see that. Can Logie Sarge get the podium? Of course not. He hasn't pit. Let's see what can these interrunners do. They seem to be quick, I will say. Oscar Piastri is already caught up to Zhou Guanyu, who hasn't pitted. So clearly the inter tire is the way tire on to be. So can Max Verstappen pit and come behind? Can Oscar Piastri win the race? I think Oscar Piastri is winning it. Oh my lord. Max will be in the box this lap and Oscar Piastri is on the intermediate tires and gaining all the time. If Oscar Piastri wins this race, it will be interesting to see. Let's see. But Max Verstappen is currently 5 seconds ahead of the second car. Absolutely flying. Definitely Leclerc and Norris, Ocon, Russell, Sargent will lose out a lot of time. Oscar Piastri currently in traffic. No, Oscar Piastri currently in traffic. Let's see, can he overtake this traffic? And Oscar Piastri, I would say, is in prime position of winning the race right now. Okay, so the leaders come in the pits. Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, Esteban Ocon, George Russell, Logan Sargent, Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, Kevin Magnussen, and Zhou Guanyu. Okay, Max Verstappen is the Oscar Piastri, I think, will be leading. Lando Norris jumps Max Verstappen in the pits, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. Okay, he hasn't pit, sorry. But Oscar Piastri leads the race. Interesting, Oscar Piastri is a new race leader. Can any other driver jump Max Verstappen? No. So it's like a 1v1 fight between Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is second behind, a whole second behind Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri leads this Belgian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton is 5th, gained a lot of places. So the current order is Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, and Lewis Hamilton. Yes, Pierre Gasly has really gained a lot. He is currently in 3rd place. So Oscar Piastri, can he hold up Max Verstappen? Can he get the race win? We'll find out in 9 laps time. Currently all the drivers except Esteban Ocon are on red intermediate tires. So I will say that Esteban Ocon has really lost out a lot. And Lando Norris has lost a lot of time in the pit stops. Lando Norris is currently 8th. Lando Norris running in 8th. But interesting to see Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, who comes out on top. Oscar Piastri is leading Max Verstappen by almost 2 seconds. Can Oscar, because the McLaren is like quite good in this type of conditions. So can Oscar Piastri get the race win fending off Max Verstappen? It seems to be tough, but it will be great. And I don't think Pierre Gasly will be able to hold up to the position. Sergio Perez is on his tail right now. Let's see what happens. So currently we are on lap 2 of 11 for the Belgian Grand Prix sprint race. Oscar Piastri leads the race with Max Verstappen in second and Pierre Gasly in third. Sergio Perez is fourth and Lewis Hamilton is fifth. So interesting to see, can Piastri win? What do you guys think? Can Piastri win? Do share your thoughts in the live chat. Oscar Piastri has been leading this race for a lap now. It will be interesting to see what happens. I think Oscar Piastri won't be able to win the race, but at most he can get is second. But I will say it will be very tricky for Max to overtake Oscar in these tricky conditions, because he will need to go offline where there is like more water, taking more risk, more reward. Why is Joe last? Yes, Joe is last because he just like stayed out and was the last runner of the wet weather tire. So Joe has like lost a lot. Anyways, back onto the racing. Oscar Piastri still leads Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez is fourth, chasing Pierre Gasly, and we have Lewis Hamilton in fifth. Verstappen right on the trail of Oscar Piastri. Can Oscar Piastri win the race? It will be interesting to see. The hot question of the time. Fernando Alonso is 16th at the moment and Lance Stroll is 11th. Torrid race for AlphaTauri. So we have Sergio Perez chasing Pierre Gasly over the straight fall shot. Hamilton right behind them as well. Can Lewis Hamilton get a podium in this sprint race? And interesting to note, there is no DRS, no drag reduction system in this intermediate weather conditions. So Oscar Piastri is like a little bit safe from Max Verstappen at the moment. So Sergio Perez is chasing Pierre Gasly and Lewis Hamilton is chasing both of them for the last podium spot. Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen are like quite a long way ahead of the rest of the pack. I don't think like Max Verstappen will be taking the risk to overtake Oscar Piastri in these type of conditions. Yes, Piastri deserves the win. It is 11th race start. Oscar Piastri is leading the Grand Prix. It's a commendable job by the Aussie. Just 11 thousandths away from pole in qualifying and leading the race right now. Great job. Surely many wins coming his path, coming his way in the future, but let's see what he does at the moment. Oscar Piastri still leads Max Verstappen as we begin lap 4. Oscar Piastri leading his advantage, it seems. So I think Max might just be taking it easy at the moment. Oh, that's a crash! That's a crash! Fernando Alonso has crashed in the barriers, and it's a safety car. We have a safety car. Fernando Alonso has crashed. The poor race for Fernando Alonso gets even more bad. We have a safety car, and that has just not played in the hands of Oscar Piastri. He was running away with the race, and Max and Piastri were like 7 seconds ahead of Pierre Gasly, but now the field will bunch up. Fernando Alonso has crashed at the exit of Pune and the race is over. Definitely Fernando won't be happy with this at all. This weekend also hasn't been much great for Fernando. It was like 8th or 9th in the qualifying, 14th in the 15th in the sprint qualifying, and now out of the sprint race. A weekend to forget for Fernando Alonso. And so now we have a safety car. We are on lap 4 of 11. I think at least there will be 2 or 3 laps behind the safety car. So yes mate, Fernando has crashed in the exit of Pune. Alonso is out of the race at the moment. And I think we will have like mostly 4 or 5 racing laps as the safety car peels in. But poor Fernando, just feel very sorry for him. Remember the start of the season, Fernando Alonso targeting for podiums and even for race wins as well. If Max Verstappen gets a DNF, we are targeting. But now Fernando out of the race, out of the sprint. Huge disappointment in the Aston Martin garage, and the other driver, Lance Stroll, is 11th. So let's see what happened to Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso is down Pune. It's like a normal line. Nothing any. Oh, touches the curb. Fernando Alonso touches the curb. And spins and is beached. So like, I would say it's like a rookie mistake for Fernando Alonso, because it's like the basic thing in the rain. Stay away from the white line and stay away from the curb. But it was like a call from Mattia Binotto to Fernando Alonso. Like, knock Fernando is Binala. And he just like had a spin. A very rare mistake from Fernando Alonso, but has cost him his race. So the drivers are like right now behind the safety car, and we have Oscar Piastri leading the pack with Max Verstappen in second and Pierre Gasly in third. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, please don't forget to like the stream, and also don't forget to subscribe the channel, as there is like race predictions, qualifying predictions, race results, practice results, qualifying results, and standing predictions, standing changes predictions, and also live streams and many other content that is being pumped on the channel for week after week after week. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and miss out on any of this content. So how much laps? So currently made lap 4 of 5 is underway, and mostly safety car will be staying for 3 laps. So I think maybe we might get 4 or 5 laps of racing. Fernando Alonso is out of the, so the news right now is Fernando Alonso is out of the race. Sorry about that. Fernando Alonso is out of the race. Oscar Piastri is leading the pack with Max Verstappen and Pierre Gasly. And the main thing is that at the start all the drivers were starting on wet weather tires, but half of the grid decided to box for inter tires and half of the grid decided to stay on the wet tires. So the drivers who box for the inter tires at the start were benefited quite a huge amount, and that's the reason why Oscar Piastri is leading, because Oscar Piastri boxed. Okay, so we have a news from on Max Verstappen's radio that Piastri's left eye is suffering at the moment, and it was like a savage reply from Max Verstappen saying that I know he's drifting everywhere. So there's been an incident between Nico Hülkenberg and Fernando Alonso for impeding. It will be interesting to see what will be the verdict. But Fernando Alonso is out of the race, and there are 7 laps left, and we are currently behind the safety car. Bert Malander leads all the drivers behind the safety car. Lando Norris, yes, interesting to talk about Lando Norris, who lost a lot of time in the pit stop. He was second before going the pits, and right now he's 8th. So Lando won't be much happy with his position at the moment. And Lewis Hamilton has gained quite a bit. He was 7th and he's now 5th. Okay, safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Bert Malander will be in, and the racing will resume. How much lap? So there are safety car will in this lap, so we'll have 6 laps of racing once the safety car is in. 5 laps of racing. Once the safety car is in this lap, 5 laps of racing. Yes, chance of overtaking, but if Ricciardo overtakes Norris, Ricciardo will be scoring points, which Nick De Vries was unable to do in 9 races. So Ricciardo is on the fringes of point at the moment as well. So safety car will be in this lap, and Logan Sargent is under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. And surely that's a slam dunk penalty for Logan, because speeding in the pit lane is like a clear penalty. Okay, so and also there is a sunshine on the track at the moment, so the track is drying very quickly, and these inter tires will be just moving the water aside from the racing line. So can we see some dry weather running at the end of the moment? It will be interesting to see. But safety car will be in this lap, and Oscar Piastri will be leading all of them away. It will be the first time in Formula 1 that Oscar Piastri will be leading a safety car restart. He has done that many times in Formula 2 and Formula 3, but for the first time in Formula 1 in his just 11th race. Commendable job from Oscar Piastri. So safety car is in this lap. Can Oscar Piastri still win the race? I think it's very tough now, because Max is last right on his back. Where is Logan Sargent? Logan Sargent, I'm unable to find him at the moment. Logan Sargent is... Anyway, safety car will be in this lap. Logan Sargent is 16th, okay. Yes, man. Logan is definitely a better driver than De Vries. And De Vries will have, anyways, leaving it. The safety car is in this lap. Nick De Vries, sorry. Oscar Piastri is slowing them all up for the safety car to peel in, and we are ready for the race restart. We'll have 5 laps of racing from now on. So it's green flag. Oscar Piastri through Blossimon, and the race is underway. Let's see what happens. Oscar Piastri leads the pack then from Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, and Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton. Sergio Perez almost crashes in the back of Pierre Gasly. Just almost hit him in the rear end. So the racing, it's yellow flag in sector 3. What's happened? It's yellow flag in sector. Oh. Has someone crashed? Why is Tsunoda slow? I think Tsunoda is spun. Anyways, Piastri leads them in the turn 1. And Sergio Perez locks up, and Lewis Hamilton has a great run on him. Max Verstappen has a great run on Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen overtakes Oscar Piastri and takes the lead of the race. Max Verstappen overtakes Oscar Piastri and is in the lead of the sprint race at the Belgian Grand Prix. With the straight line speed, Piastri was like a sitting duck, and Piastri made way past Max Verstappen. Anyways, Piastri will now do his best to keep second place. Anyways, Max Verstappen now will just create a big amount of gap. Your new leader of the race is Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen leads them away with Oscar Piastri in second, Pierre Gasly in third, Lewis Hamilton in fifth, and he's chasing Sergio Perez. Okay, so let's see how Max Verstappen does. Takes a good line for Eau Rouge and then Radion and then down the Camel Straight. That Red Bull is just a rocket ship in a straight line. Just flies past Oscar Piastri, nothing that Piastri can do. Max Verstappen in a new race leader. So now let's see, can Piastri keep up his second place, because first place is now gone. There's a 5-second time penalty for Logan Sargent. Yeah, slam dunk penalty, as I said. For speeding in the pit lane, Logan Sargent has been given a 5-second time penalty. Pierre Gasly is like 2 seconds behind Oscar Piastri in second, and is now being chased by Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc, and Norris. 6 drivers chasing 1 driver. They are like very close to each other. Lewis Hamilton goes to overtake Sergio Perez. They nearly touch. Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez almost make contact. Lewis Hamilton trying to overtake Sergio Perez at the end of sector 2. Still, Lewis Hamilton is wheel to wheel with Sergio Perez trying to overtake him, and backs off from it. Sergio Perez trying to overtake Sergio Perez. Mercedes trying to overtake Red Bull. That's supreme bravery for Lewis Hamilton. Let's see, can he overtake Sergio Perez and get to the podium by overtaking Pierre Gasly? Good traction from Lewis Hamilton around the final corner. Lewis Hamilton wheel to wheel drag race between Mercedes and Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton overtakes Sergio Perez and is in the 4th position. Great job from Lewis. Good racing by the 2 drivers. Now Hamilton sets off for Pierre Gasly, but the gap between Pierre Gasly and Sergio Perez has increased a lot. Now Sainz overtakes now Leclerc overtakes Perez. It's like Perez is dropping off, and out of words, Perez is dropping off like stone right now. Overtaken by Mercedes, overtaken by Ferrari, overtaken by another Ferrari. And also he's losing a straight line speed, don't know what's happening. But now, here comes Charles Leclerc at the end of the Camel Straight and overtakes Sergio Perez. Okay, so Hamilton will now definitely try and overtake Pierre Gasly to get the podium. Max Verstappen sets the new fastest lap of the race. Currently 2 laps ahead of the rest of the field. We have 4 laps left in this sprint race. It has been really enjoyable race, I will say. Max Verstappen leads them all away with Oscar Piastri in second and Pierre Gasly in third. And Perez is like not driving very well at the moment, and Daniel Ricciardo is also at the fringes of point at the moment. I think Perez has spun. It will be interesting to see. Perez is dropping off. Perez is saying I have no rear grip. So are Perez's tires cold? Are his tires super warm? I think they are already super cold. Perez is just like sliding off, like he's driving on his ice. Now Lando Norris at the end of sector 2. Perez goes straight on. Perez goes in the gravel. And Ricciardo and Norris overtake him, and so do Ocon, Russell, Stroll. Perez is just like dropping off like a stone. There's definitely some problem. And Daniel Ricciardo is in the points. So 8th place will give him 1 point for Daniel Ricciardo, which is very good. I don't think Perez is driving very bad. I think there's like a setup issue or something like that. Perez is like unable to warm up his tires. Back to the front, Max Verstappen leads this Grand Prix with 3 seconds in his hand. Oscar Piastri, his career best running position, in second, and Pierre Gasly is third, being chased by Lewis Hamilton just 0.7 seconds behind him. But what happened to Sergio Perez was very bad. He's just like braked the car, nothing happened, just went straight on in the gravel and has been overtaken by many drivers. And now Daniel Ricciardo is in the points. So can Daniel Ricciardo get points on his comeback to Formula 1? It will be interesting to see. He's in a prime position, but Sergio Perez, oh dear, he's in like a worst form of his life at the moment. Lewis Hamilton chasing Pierre Gasly now, 0.2 seconds behind him. Surely Hamilton's getting that podium, because there's Sainz behind him who is like quite a far way behind. So let's see, can Lewis Hamilton overtake Pierre Gasly? Pierre Gasly is like 3 seconds behind Oscar Piastri, and Lewis Hamilton is a whole second clear of Carlos Sainz. So interesting to see, can the Mercedes get on the podium after getting 4th in last race? Can Mercedes get the podium? And also currently the state of the race, Max Verstappen leads them away with Oscar Piastri in second, Pierre Gasly being chased by Lewis Hamilton for 3rd place. There are 2 Ferraris running quite a lone race in 5th and 6th. Lando Norris 7th, and Daniel Ricciardo winds off the top place. And remember, this is a sprint race, so points will be offered from first will get 8, then 7th, then 6th, then 5th, then 4th, then 3rd, and 2, and then 1. So Ricciardo is getting a single point at the moment. Lewis Hamilton is unable to overtake Pierre Gasly at the moment. Let's see if he's able to overtake Gasly, because he's just like destroying his tires running the turbulent air from Pierre Gasly. So the race seems to be settled now at the moment. Max Verstappen just running away with this first place. Max Verstappen in a league of his own, one van, one machine, as we all say. Surely Max Verstappen is winning, Piastri is getting second, but who will be third? It will be interesting to see. Will it be Lewis Hamilton or will it be Pierre Gasly? Looking at Sergio Perez, he has dropped to 7th in place now. Okay, the Sergio is boxing at the end of this lap. Checo boxing at the end of this lap to retire. Because there's no way running. Sergio is like unable to keep the car on his road at the moment. Lewis Hamilton chases after Pierre Gasly as we have 3 laps left in this sprint race. Max Verstappen leads the way with Oscar Piastri. George Russell looking to overtake Esteban Ocon. George Russell overtakes Esteban Ocon and is up in the 9th place. Can Russell overtake Ricciardo and get 2 points? It would be interesting to see. Ricciardo is the second ahead of George Russell. So Russell has great chances of getting points. Max Verstappen with almost a lead of 5 seconds in front, and Oscar. Interesting to see that Pierre Gasly and Lewis Hamilton are gaining on Oscar Piastri. So is the McLaren struggling at the later stages of this race? It won't be a problem today, but it will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, because it's like only 9 laps on the tires, and the tires are like already dead. So it will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Anyways, Max Verstappen leads. Still Lewis Hamilton is chasing after Pierre Gasly, but the gap is now more than a second. So I think that the podium chances are very slim for Lewis Hamilton, and Sergio Perez is in the pits. Sergio Perez has retired from the race. So a short intermission. If you have enjoyed the stream, please don't forget to like the stream and don't forget to subscribe the channel as well, please. Okay, Lewis Hamilton. Has Lewis Hamilton been given a penalty? Lewis Hamilton has been given a 5-second time penalty. Breaking news. Lewis Hamilton has been given a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. What? What's that? I didn't see him crash with Checo at all. That's unfair, I would say. That's unfair. It's very harsh. He didn't even touch Checo. He might that would have been a racing incident, but this penalty is undeserving. That's not fine, man. Anyways, so Lewis Hamilton might be dropped behind Daniel Ricciardo at the moment. So that's hard luck for Lewis. Thanks, man. Thanks, Starkfire. So Lewis Hamilton has been given a 5-second time penalty, and George Russell on the fringes of overtaking Daniel Ricciardo. I think Daniel Ricciardo is gone, because that Mercedes is very quick compared to that AlphaTauri, and George Russell overtakes Daniel Ricciardo, and George Russell is in the points. But it won't be a good session at all for the Mercedes. I am sure about that. Because Lewis Hamilton, I am saying that it's an undeserving penalty, because what you say a crash is like resistance of Checo, and Checo is like spinning and off the track, but I think that was the slightest of the slight touches, nothing more. And anyways, it is what it is. Lewis Hamilton definitely tried to overtake Pierre Gasly and make a huge gap behind him, but I don't think it is possible. Lewis Hamilton maybe will get a point or two from this race, and we see an overtake from George Russell on Daniel Ricciardo. George Russell to the bus stop chicane, gets a proper line. Ricciardo goes deep on the power, easy switcheroo. So Max Verstappen has a 6-second lead over the rest of the pack. Max Verstappen is just dominating the race, but it's not a domination we expect from Max Verstappen, because we expect like a 15-20 seconds lead from Max Verstappen. Anyways, Max Verstappen leads the way with Oscar Piastri in second, and Pierre Gasly is third, along with Hamilton in fourth and Carlos Sainz in fifth. Lewis Hamilton, who will be given a 5-second time penalty at the end of the race, will probably drop behind Oscar Piastri. Charles Leclerc is sixth, Lando Norris is seventh. George Russell winds up the point finishing position. I'm like out of the words, because this sprint has been like quite good. The battle for lead hasn't been much great, but behind them the rest of the pack has been like squabbling like very great. So we are on the final lap. Max Verstappen rounds the bus stop chicane, and to begin his final lap around this Spa-Francorchamps circuit for today's sprint race. It would be, I would say, it was not as easy of a race for Max Verstappen, because he had to overtake Oscar Piastri, but since then he has been just like cruising his way to the race win. Okay, so the final lap for Max Verstappen. Oscar Piastri is comfortably running in second and will surely get the second place. Pierre Gasly is third, Lewis Hamilton is fourth, and Carlos Sainz is fifth. At the moment, Lewis Hamilton might even drop to 8th position if he gets the 5-second penalty. Definitely it's unfair, and Mercedes will give definitely the right to review after the race for that unfair penalty. Let's see what can Lewis Hamilton get, 7th or 8th place, but it won't matter because the Mercedes team are getting just 3 points today. Okay, so Max Verstappen on the final lap. We are on the final lap. Yes, Finn, I agree with you. The penalty for Hamilton is a joke. Like it's like no incident at all, but still Hamilton has been given a penalty of no fault of his own. Anyways, on to the race tomorrow because for tomorrow's race, Hamilton is starting third. Okay, so let's follow Oscar Piastri for the rest of the lap. Car number 81, the young Aussie, the debutant, the rookie, we will say, in his 11th race, led the race for some time, but now he's like comfortably running 6 seconds behind Max and 3 seconds behind Pierre Gasly in second place, and he's on course for his career best second place finish. It has been a great Saturday for Oscar Piastri today, getting P2, starting P2, and getting P2 in the sprint as well. Pierre Gasly is running third and will be getting a podium. So the weekend which the sporting director, I think, and the team principal of Alpine leave, it's a podium for them in the sprint race. So great race for the Alpine team. So Max Verstappen round Blochemont, where he goes not flat in these wet weather conditions, but Max Verstappen rounds Blochemont and then on his way to the bus stop chicane. For the last time, spot the braking point, doesn't lock up. Max Verstappen easily does it. Round the bus stop chicane, rotate the car, get the steering wheel straight as soon as possible, and foot to the floor, and it's Max Verstappen who wins the sprint at the Belgian Grand Prix. A long way ahead of the rest of the field. Sprint win and the fastest lap for the Dutchman. 6.5 seconds ahead of the Aussie who gets a career best second finish. And Pierre Gasly takes third place position. And Lewis Hamilton comes home in fourth, but definitely the penalty will drop him a long way behind. Carlos Sainz comes home in fifth. Charles Leclerc comes home in sixth. And Lando Norris comes home in 7th. So the penalty drops Lewis Hamilton in 7th place. So the finishing order is Max Verstappen is your winner for the sprint race of the Belgian Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri is second, Pierre Gasly third, getting a podium. Interesting. Oh, Verstappen radio? Okay, so Verstappen is typical 9. Not bad that, and not bad it was indeed. Max Verstappen just took the lead and has been invisible for the rest of the drivers. But Max Verstappen's win is a good thing, but we should give a great round of applause here to Oscar Piastri and Pierre Gasly. Oscar Piastri getting his career best result and Pierre Gasly back on the podium for the Alpine team. Great job. Okay, and yes, the penalty for Hamilton is definitely a joke, but it is what it is. Let's see if Mercedes review the penalty and if the penalty is removed. So thank you very much everyone for tuning into the stream, guys. Your support has been really incredible. We had close to 97-98 viewers in this stream, which has been the most so far this weekend. So if you like the stream, please don't forget to like the stream. I'm doing my best to keep you guys updated with all the things that have been going on the track, and please don't forget to subscribe as well, because there is like much more normal content on the channel. Race predictions, qualifying predictions, and driver standings, construction standings, and race qualifying practice results in the video form as well. So don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also live streams for all the races and also the championship predictions as well. So subscribing will be worth it. So please don't forget to subscribe the stream. And thank you, Alan. Thank you for the compliment. And yes, unfair for Hamilton, we are in the live chat. It's definitely unfair for Lewis. He definitely deserved 4th place. He had like a quite a decent drive, but 7th and 8th for Mercedes. Can't do anything more. Oscar Piastri is being Inspector Seb, analyzing the cars in the park for at the moment. And Pierre Gasly seems to be very happy on the radio at the moment. So very lovely that. I will say it was a good sprint race. It wasn't as best as it was in Austria. Austria was like a level of its own, but still I would say that it was quite a decent sprint, and I think my commentary is like quite a bit better than yesterday. So again, I will run to the top 3. It's Max Verstappen easily taking the win at the end. I will say just overtaking Oscar Piastri. It wasn't an overtake, I will say. It was just Max Verstappen just flew past Oscar Piastri down the Kemmel straight after the safety car restart. So Max Verstappen wins the race with Oscar Piastri in second and Pierre Gasly in third. And there are other incidents, like the start of the race was delayed because of the wet weather conditions. The start was delayed by like almost 40 minutes, I would say. And as the start was delayed, because before the start it was like dry weather conditions, and we had like quite a huge amount of rain at the time of the restart. So the start was delayed, and then we had a safety car start, and then the 4 laps of the race were behind the safety car, so we had 11 lap sprints. And on his lap 2, I think Fernando Alonso crashed in his way to P1 and was very out of the race in very early stages. Then also we had a moment with Sergio Perez where he just reported that he had no grip, so he also retired from the race with 3 laps to go. And Lewis Hamilton has been given a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Sergio Perez, which dropped him from 4th to 7th position. And also Logan Sargent was given a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that's it for today's stream, guys. I hope you guys might have enjoyed the stream. I tried my best to keep you guys entertained for all the moments of the stream. So please, it's a request, if you like the stream, don't forget to like the stream and also subscribe the channel, because it will be really great motivation from me, and I will definitely try to improve my commentary from now on and get to a much better point from now till Abu Dhabi. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will just now put on the end screen if you are like any discussions on the race, that what should have been different, like the Hamilton penalty, or could Piastri have won if they would have a safety car. Discussions are free. Do write them in the live chat, because I am keeping the stream active for more 5 minutes. So let's discuss if there are any points, or else I'll discuss it myself. So talking about Hamilton penalty, so I mean, I was seeing the race closely, and it was like after 2 laps of the safety car restart, so Sergio Perez was like very much struggling in this kind of conditions. He also reported that he had like no grip. Maybe his tires might be cold, or there might be some axle issue or something like that. I don't know. But so what happened was, at the end of sector 2, Sergio Perez turned, his car didn't turn. Like, it was a very horrendous understeer. Then Lewis Hamilton, I think that was a very slight touch. I haven't seen it very well, but I think it was the slightest of the slight touch. And for that, Lewis Hamilton has been given a 5-second time penalty, which I think is very undeserving. And now, talking about Oscar Piastri, what a man. In his 11th race, and also nowadays, we have seen with Nick De Vries, we have seen with various other drivers from the past, maybe Mazepin, maybe Latifi. Rookies have struggled to perform in their rookie season, but Oscar Piastri has been like quite great this season. Even though he didn't have quite good result at the start, but that was the fault of the McLaren, not Piastri's fault. Okay, so it's like stop and go. No, it was not a stop and go penalty. It was just a 5-second time penalty for Lewis. So Lewis would have finished 4th, but 5 seconds have been added to his time. And yes, Mercedes were quite quick today, I would say. In the dry weather, Mercedes were definitely second placed, or maybe just a little bit behind McLaren. So now let's discuss about Oscar Piastri. Yes, Oscar Piastri starting P2, just losing out on 11,000s, losing out by 11,000 for pole position, which is like a commendable thing in such changeable conditions. So started on pole. So there were hopes that he might like jump max out of turn 1, but due to rain it was a rolling start. But what happened in rolling start was half of the grid pitted for inter tires and half of the grid pitted for wet tire, which stayed on wet tires. So Piastri was one of them to pit on inter tires, and he was able to jump max with going fast while using inter tires. So Oscar Piastri was able to jump max and had a lead of like 1.8 seconds until Fernando crashed. And when Fernando crashed, we had the safety car which bunched up the back, and when Max is behind another driver, Max just overtakes it. So Max overtook Oscar Piastri and took the lead, but Oscar Piastri is still a decent result for him. His career best Formula 1 finishing position for P2. Definitely P1 coming his way very soon. And yes, the stream is going to end, mate, in 5 to 10 minutes time. No, it's points for Hamilton. Hamilton scores 2 points, finishing 7th. He would have scored 8, 7, 6, 5 points, finishing 4th, but so there has been loss of 2 points, but not much. And also, I will say Pierre Gasly, he has been commendable. He was like starting 6th, I will say. Yeah, Pierre Gasly was 6th on the grid today, but he was the driver who pitted for Inters before the others, so he was able to jump Sergio Perez in the pits as well. So it was like quite a good race for Pierre Gasly and able to get the podium. So very happy for the 3 drivers. And now we move on to the race, guys, where the grid is reset, and which is according to the qualifying we had yesterday. I will just quickly run you guys from the grid for tomorrow's race. Although there is a video available for the grid on my channel, so be sure to check that out if you still yet don't know the grid. But here is the grid for tomorrow's race. And also a point to keep in mind is that Max Verstappen has a penalty for tomorrow's race, not today. A 5-place grid penalty for the tomorrow's race for taking a new gearbox. So here is the starting grid for tomorrow's race. Where is the starting grid? Yeah, here is the starting grid. So Charles Leclerc will start on pole position. It's been very long. It was like Singapore. Yeah, last time Charles was on pole, it was Singapore. Charles Leclerc starts on pole position. Sergio Perez is starting alongside him. Lewis Hamilton, after disappointing race today, will be definitely hoping to bounce back and at least get a podium tomorrow. He's starting third. Carlos Sainz will be starting fourth. Oscar Piastri, after today's great results, is starting fifth tomorrow. But the main thing to notice is that like McLaren's tire wear wasn't quite great today, so they might struggle tomorrow. But we aren't sure at the moment. But the tire wear wasn't great at the moment. So Oscar Piastri is fifth, Max Verstappen is sixth, and guess what? Till now in his career, Max Verstappen has never won a race from sixth on the grid. So definitely a record will be broken tomorrow, because unless there's a crazy race where Max crashes or there's a gearbox failure, something like that, Max is winning the race surely. And then we have Lando Norris in seventh, who won't be very much happy with his today's result because he's starting finish sixth. Then we have George Russell, and also talking about George Russell, he has been on the sidelines for the whole of the weekend. Not a great qualifying, not a great sprint qualifying, not a great sprint race, and also not a great starting position. Let's see what he can do from his position. And also the guy who crashed today in the race, Fernando Alonso, will start from 9th, and Lance Stroll will be 10th tomorrow. And the bottom 10 of the grid will be Yuki Tsunoda, today's podium finisher Pierre Gasly. So it will be interesting to see what can Alpine get tomorrow, because Alpine's pace wasn't amazing today, I would say, because it was wet weather, so they were able to hold off Lewis Hamilton, also because of Sergio's mistake, or else Alpine might be able to get a point or two, but not more than that tomorrow. And then we have in P13 Valtteri Bottas, P14 Esteban Ocon, P15 Alex Albon, P16 Kevin Magnussen, P17 Zhou Guanyu, P18 Logan Sargent, P19 Daniel Ricciardo. Remember, his lap time was deleted. And P20 is Nico Hülkenberg, who didn't set a proper lap time. And yes, definitely today's driver of the day should be Pierre Gasly, because he has really done a great job today. Pierre Gasly securing that podium for the Alpine team. And also, as you guys might know, the Alpine's team principal Otmar Snoffer is leaving the team at the end of this weekend, so it is a great farewell for him. So that's it for the stream today. The results are Max Verstappen wins. Nothing new since when it was Baku that last time Max didn't win and it was Checo won at the straight circuit. Since then it was made by sprint race, made by real race. Max Verstappen is the king of the ring. So that's it for the stream, guys. It was really enjoyable today. A lot of you guys tuned in. It was close to 96 of you when it was lap 10. So it really has motivated me a lot to keep creating this kind of content and keeping you guys entertained. Okay, so Max, yes, Lewis did get a penalty. Lewis finished P4, but I don't know what happened in this world that he was given a 5-second time penalty for crashing with Sergio Perez. Maybe the crash might have happened, but it was not a huge crash at all, because Sergio was still running in the race after Lewis overtaking. So it was not a crash that would have been worthy a penalty. So yeah, unfair for Lewis, but it is what it is. Lewis has lost only 3 points. He would have got 4, so 7, 8, 7, 6. He would have got 5 points. He has got 2 points. So not a huge loss for Lewis, but still Lewis has got a penalty, which I'm still stubborn that it was an unfair penalty. Anyways, we move on to tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow also there will be a stream for the race. I don't know what is the local track time, but it will be 6 PM IST maybe. Let me check for the track time. I'm not sure about it. I think it is 2 or 3 PM the track time. It's 6 PM IST, that's for sure. And for tomorrow's race, it's 3 PM track time for the start of the Belgian Grand Prix, and 2:30 PM for the start of the stream. I'll be starting the stream half an hour before, so that definitely we'll talk with you guys, definitely share some suggestions, we'll discuss about the race. And again, today's stream has been fun, definitely the best live stream that I have commented on. Thank you very much for tuning in. So there are 43 people in the stream, which is really makes me feel very happy. So please don't forget to like the stream, please don't forget to subscribe, it really helps a lot. And definitely, if you after the stream, definitely go out on the channel. There are more than 1k videos on my channel, so definitely you guys will like all this content. Okay, so George, bye, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Okay, so I'm just bringing the end screen now so that we can finish this live stream. Really, thank you very much for all the support, guys. I'm just speechless at the moment, because Yes, Joes, you are saying correct. Hamilton didn't deserve penalty at all. Nothing happened, but yeah, sometimes Lady Luck is on his side. Sometimes Lady Luck is not. But what matters is the main race tomorrow, and let's hope that Lewis has a great race tomorrow. And so does Oscar Piastri. Like, it's great to see these new kids getting great results in their rookie seasons. I have like followed Formula One since 2018, and since then I haven't seen like there have been good rookies like Charles Leclerc and those guys, but they haven't got such a great results like Oscar Piastri has done, because Charles Leclerc started his rookie season with Sauber, so and Sauber wasn't a great team at all. So Charles Leclerc got like second, third, fifth, sixth places in his rookie season. George Russell was in the Williams, so it was a torrid season for him. But the rookie season for Oscar Piastri has been really very great. And the last rookie season that I remember good for driver is Lewis Hamilton, because in between that I haven't followed Formula 1 at all from 2008 to 2018, because like I haven't read much about the season. But 2007 season, Lewis Hamilton's rookie season was definitely good, and after that I think Oscar Piastri's rookie season is like going quite good as well. What are your thoughts on Oscar Piastri, guys? Do share them in the live chat. How is he performing? Is he performing more than expectations? Is he performing like as expected, or he's underperforming? More is expected from him. But I will definitely say that. Just a second, guys. I'm bringing in the live screen. So what I was saying is, McLaren have definitely. It was a good decision for McLaren to definitely drop Daniel Ricciardo, because Daniel Ricciardo won't have surely performed like this. There's not a point that Daniel is not a good driver and Oscar is, but it was like Daniel didn't look comfortable at all with that McLaren team. So yeah, it's good for Daniel, and he like looks comfortable with the AlphaTauri team, because he's just like pushing the car, putting the car where it shouldn't be, I would say. Getting P10 in today's sprint as well, it's like a good result. If he gets P10 tomorrow, so it will be a point to his name, which will be a good result for him on his comeback which he made at Hungary. Okay, so that's it for the stream, guys. I'm keeping an end screen now, so here is it. It is. Where is the camera? Why is the camera not working? Anyways, we are talking on Lewis Hamilton's penalty still. I hope that Mercedes just like file a right to, what is it, like right to review. Yes, it's right to review. So Mercedes will just like definitely file a right to review on the incident involving Lewis Hamilton, because the penalty was surely unfair. Definitely after the end of the race I will be checking the footage that was there a crash or not, but according to me I don't think there was a crash. But yeah, it is what it is. So here am I. Hello. So that's it for the stream today, guys. Thank you again. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you like the stream, please don't forget to like, and also don't forget to subscribe as well. So currently, let me check on what subscriber count we are sitting. So we are currently sitting on a subscriber count of 3,338. So most of you haven't subscribed to the stream, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. It really motivates me a lot. Really motivates me to do this kind of stuff, because currently, like now I'm studying in class 12, so I'm taking out a lot of time from my studies to do this content just for you guys. So definitely consider subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot. And even if not, I just very much hope that you guys like today's content. If you guys like the stream, don't forget to like, and also be sure to join in for tomorrow's stream as well. I will be definitely streaming tomorrow for the main race. 3 PM track time, 6 PM IST, no, 2:30 PM track time and 6 PM IST. And let me check what the UK time is. I think it will be somewhat close to 1:30 PM IST. Let me check. 6 PM IST to BST. Okay, so yes, it's 1:30 PM BST, guys. So don't forget to tune into tomorrow's stream at 1:30 PM BST. Definitely, it will be much better than today's stream, because today, like, it was my first time commenting on a live race for a continuous half an hour. So I have like got a good experience today commenting. So definitely will be implementing them tomorrow. And getting the streams much better than they are currently. So, and please don't forget to subscribe. Yes, a person has subscribed. We are on 3,339 subscribers. Thank you very much for all the support. It really means a lot. Okay, so like we are discussing on the race. So guys, do share your thoughts on the Hamilton penalty in the live chat, because I'm like quite frustrated at the moment that Hamilton got a penalty. I'm like talking the same thing again and again, but surely it was an unfair penalty which Hamilton didn't deserve, and it should be taken off from him. The points don't matter much, but I would say still Lewis deserves P4 in this race. And also we should take into consideration that Lewis Hamilton was on provisional pole position at the end of first runs in SQ3, but you guys, if you might have seen qualifying with the real footage, it was like the qualifying timer was closing 0, so the drivers are rushing to the finishing line to just start a lap. So George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, George, wait, why is it mirrored? So, okay, so George was leading, Lewis was behind him, and what happened was in Lasso's turn 1, George just locked up and went straight on, but I don't know what came in George's mind, and he just kept on continuing his lap. And when you get to, it's like a common thing with that, when you get a poor exit from Lasso's, the whole the way up to Eau Rouge and Rylon and Kemmel Straight, you have like lost a lot of time, and Lewis was on a good normal exit through Lasso's and Eau Rouge and like caught up to George in no time, but I don't know why George didn't move off the racing line, and Lewis had to back off and started 8th from today's qualifying, or else surely considering the pace Lewis had. And also in the post-race interview I heard that Lewis was saying that he feels very confident with the car and he seems that the car is quick, so Lewis would have had definitely a good shot for getting P2 in today's race. And also if he would have got P2, he wouldn't have got the penalty as well. So what are your thoughts on the Hamilton penalty, guys? Do share your thoughts in the live chat. Also, again I'm saying, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'm saying that there's like quite this good amount of content that is being pumped on this channel every week and every day as well. It's like I'm posting videos daily, sometimes in a month maybe 1 or 2 uploads are being missed, but I almost upload videos daily. So there's like a comment live chat by concerned citizen. When Hamilton was on top, he always defended his unsports-like action. Now that he's not on top, he's blaming everybody else. A sign of force. Okay, so concerned citizen, what should I say on your point? Because that's the beauty of this sport. The driver who is winning just like agrees with all the things, and even if you even consider Max Verstappen, if there are like any other rules that will come in the future which will hamper Red Bull, if you would say like there's a regulation which like definitely against Red Bull are like definitely going to fall off the cliff, their domination will be over. So the driver who is winning the race definitely wants the regulations to stay the same, because the driver is winning will definitely have in his mind of like winning, because no driver is so good that he's thinking that like, yes, for close racing I will just give up my winning position. No. So yes, you're correct that Hamilton didn't used to complain a lot when he was winning, like from the era from 2014 to 2020, from when he has got the challenge from Max Verstappen, he has like started complaining a lot. But same you can say the condition with Max Verstappen as well. Remember those days when Max Verstappen was new to Formula 1? Seb said to Max that Seb like complained about Max that he just used to shout. He just like behaved like an amateur driver in the racing. So it's clear that the driver who's winning has like no what you can say is like no problems with the sport, but the driver is not winning, or the driver who has a desperation to win, like he knows that he can win, so he has like a lot of problems. So definitely Hamilton is complaining about a lot of signs, but you cannot say at all that it's a poor sportsmanship. It's like the nature of this sport that the driver who wins wants the regulation to stay the same, and the driver is not winning wants the regulation to change, so he can get a shot at winning again. But it was a nice point mate. There are like, if there are any other points for discussion, like there's more 3 minutes left in the live stream, do share them in the live chat. We'll surely discuss on that. But these discussions are like very interesting to have. and so there are like 2.5 minutes left in the session. Again, a reminder, guys, that don't forget to tune in for tomorrow's sprint call main race stream, which will begin at half past 1 BST, half past 2 track time, and 6 p.m. 6 p.m. IST. And also, once again, your support today has really been incredible. I appreciate all the people who just tune in for the stream. I think there were like 2,000, 3,000, 2,000 views that I have got on this stream. So thank you very much to all the people for tuning in, giving your precious time to my stream. And again, if there are any other thoughts on the Hamilton penalty, I am still stubborn on my point that the penalty is unfair. It should be removed, and I hope it's removed, because why should you get a penalty for the thing which is like not that serious? Anyways, there are like 1.5 minutes left in the stream to end. If there are any thoughts, any suggestions, any predictions, any questions, anything, do share that in the live chat, guys. All the suggestions are welcome. Who is your favorite driver? Which driver do you support the most? Which driver do you want to win the championship? Although Maxi win the championship, no doubt at all, but there is a driver that each person supports. So who is the driver that you are supporting? Do let me know in the live chat, please. And also, I hope that you guys like my commentary, because now this like I am talking about myself. I started live streaming from the Belgian Grand Prix itself in the 2022 season, but back then I used to just show the track map, track data, and there was the F1 music of that music in the background. So that like got quite a fair amount of views also as well. But as you might guys know, and also I also realized in the coming time that it wasn't my content. I was using the content from the FIA, the Formula 1 F1 management. So yes, F1 management, you said. So I was given copyright strike for that content. So, and also I realized my mistake that yes, that I was using the content. So, but then I was just like making plans of doing live stream with this webcam. But as most of you might not know, that currently I'm in class 12, so there is a lot of time that I've given studying. So this weekend I thought as like take out some time and give it to live stream. So I am here doing this live stream, and also I think that the response is like more than I expected, because I didn't expect much of a response, because like seriously speaking, that I'm not a commentator at all, not at all. I'm like never ever commented on anything in my life, on anything, maybe any other sport, cricket, football, anything, something like that, and never in front of a camera, in front of such a huge public. That like today 100 people joined the stream, so it was a big achievement for me, speaking in front of 100 people on the thing that I love to do, thing that I love to see, thing that I love to listen, that is racing and making content for you guys. So that was a short story of mine, and also I will like mostly keep up with these live streams till the end of the season. There might be maybe a race or two where I don't do the stream, but I will like try my best to keep you guys full and occupied with the content. And also, don't worry about the content. Even if there are no live streams right now, after this stream I am making making a video, the results of this sprint in the video form, so I will be uploading that on my channel as well. So if like some of you have like no time of seeing the stream, you can come on the channel. It's like a 1.5 minute video. You just get to know about what happened in the race, and not for the sprint races, for like all the practice sessions, all the 3 practice sessions, all the qualifying sessions, and all the race sessions as well. There are regular videos, and by regular I mean there are like daily videos on the channel. And also there are qualifying predictions before the weekend, the race predictions before the weekends, the driver standings before the weekend, the constructor standings before the weekends, and also the predictions for those standings, and also predictions for both drivers and constructor standings, and also this live stream which I've added. So there are like 12 different types of content that I present to you guys in the span of a weekend. So if you guys are interested in seeing my content, if you guys do appreciate my work, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. Okay, enough of me waffling now, because I just wanted to speak with you guys, so I just thought that this is a great time of speaking. Thanks to all the people who have stayed in my waffling, and that's it for the stream. I will see you guys next time. Ciao, have a great day ahead, and see you guys tomorrow for the main race stream, Again, reminding you 1:30 p.m. BST, 2:30 p.m. track time, and 6 p.m. IST. Have a great day ahead. Ciao.